Hey, Chris Johnson here. I probably sound like I'm in a much better mood than I was on Wednesday. It's because I'm in between job rejections at the moment. So I've got a brief reprieve, a respite from my depressing fucking meltdowns. Had a meltdown during my last rejection. You heard some of it. And when I get rejected this week, I will have another meltdown. But until that time, I've got like a little bit of hope. I don't have a lot of hope, but I got a little bit of hope. And that little bit of hope has got me afloat right now. I'm a fucking 4-year-old that just got thrown into the fucking deep end of the pool. I got the swimmies on, but the swimmies are a little big and they're not on right because parents can't put that shit on. And I'm talking about like the fucking swimmies when I was a fucking kid. These days, fucking like swimmies, it's like a big fucking suit. My fucking little cousins look like a goddamn octopus. Like it's literally like a fucking octopus and they fucking float around. But like the swimmies when I was a kid, you just slide them on one arm. They were a pain in the ass to get on and you had to like wet your arms and wet the swimmies, otherwise they get fucking stuck. And then they'd get up kind of like to your armpits and your hands would be up in the air and you would still kind of like sink and your head would be like kind of bobbing under the water. You'd be swallowing some of the fucking chlorine water and shit. That's where I'm at right now, which isn't like a great place to be, but it's better than fucking crushing depression. So I'm gonna fucking ride it out, record this fucking podcast today. You know what? I might even record a couple more while I can fucking do this. I don't need to be recording Day of Meltdown casts again. It's too fucking depressing. I'm going to take advantage of this small window where I'm not losing my shit, at least as much as usual. I had my final Christmas party of the season yesterday, on January 4th. I still got all my fucking decorations up, just as Christ intended. This shit's staying up easily another week. Easy. I might consider taking it down next weekend. And then usually once I get like 2 weeks out, I'm like, fuck. I want to leave this shit up because it looks so fucking pretty amidst the fucking gray, dreary, dead fucking backdrop of January in Western New York where it's fucking cold, fucking 20s and shit. It's fucking freezing. Plus, I just love the fucking holiday. Makes me feel good, goddammit, so I'm leaving this shit up. There was a fucking problem with gifts this year. I had a problem fucking getting gifts for my nieces and nephews. I'm on top of shit, okay? I start planning this around Thanksgiving time. I ordered shit the first week of fucking December, and it didn't arrive by Christmas Eve when I generally will give gifts to my nieces and nephews. So I had to fucking tell them, I'm like, look, you're all going to get shit today, but like 4 things are fucking missing. So we're going to have to wait until like the next party. My mom has a fucking get together with like my aunts and uncles on her side of the family. And that's usually like a week or 2 after Christmas, which was fucking yesterday. So for like the first time ever, Christmas gifts that I got my nieces and nephews were unwrapped in front of the fucking masses. That usually doesn't happen. And I got my one niece shoes. Not because I'm like a fucking sneakerhead. Actually, I kind of am because I got like a fucking million pair of running shoes and shit. But like I don't look at my fucking niece and think like, you look like a fucking size 1. I think you'd like these fucking dressy shoes. Her fucking mom was like, hey, she was talking about getting these shoes. You can put it on the fucking list. All right, done. I'll fucking get them. That's all it is. Me asking, me being fucking told. I'm assuming the moms got like a fucking list of things they know their kids want, and they ask different people for different fucking things, so there's no like mix up. They're planning shit out. So I got them the fucking shoes, and she fucking loved the shoes, and then she was like wearing the shoes around, and like my aunts, like 2 of my aunts saw the shoes, and they're like, hey, little girl, where'd you get those fucking shoes? Uncle Chris got you those fucking shoes? My aunts are blown away with the gifts that I buy my nieces and nephews. There's nothing to it. I just text people. They say, hey, they want these, and I fucking buy it. Like, oh man, Uncle Chris gives good gifts. Uncle Chris is just giving the gifts that I'm fucking told to get. Last year, one of my nieces wanted dresses. I was like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I actually had this conversation with her personally. I must have been Thanksgiving or some shit. And she's like, dresses. Like, what? Dresses? I mean, have you fucking seen me? When my niece looks at me as an uncle, she doesn't see a completely incompetent asshole. She just sees a guy. She sees a guy that bops in and out and makes Oreo balls and shit. Like, she doesn't know that you probably shouldn't ask a guy like me to buy you dresses. Just the sight of me, just think about it right now. Think about Chris Johnson right now. You know, her mom's like, yeah, she's a fucking size 2 or whatever the fuck that means. And just me like wandering around, confused, disheveled, not knowing what the fuck is going on, holding up these fucking dresses, just looking at them. I probably look like a fucking predator. Like, what's this fucking maniac doing in the fucking dress section? But I figured it out. And she liked the dress. My aunts and shit are like, did you hear that Christopher, they dropped my fucking government? Christopher got her dresses? Listen, I might be a fucking unemployed loser, but I can figure some shit out now. I've seen clothes. I've seen what, like, the kids wear. I was a fucking kid once. I remember. And I was told, like, by one of my sisters, like, listen, the kids like hockey. Well, the Buffalo Sabres suck a fucking plate of dicks. But I was like, you know what? You know what kids like? Mascots. So I got him like a little fucking Sabres mascot. If you're not from Buffalo, the Buffalo Sabres mascot is Sabretooth. He's a fucking saber-toothed tiger. So I got him a little fucking Sabretooth with like a fucking jersey on. They're like, did you see that? Christopher bought this. Yes, he did, goddammit. I'm a child. You come into my fucking place, I got fucking like kid decorations all over the place. There's fucking Christmas lights and shit. I got little fucking Funko Pops all over the place. I am not a grown, mature person. I like kiddie shit. I can connect with children. I hear like hockey. I don't think like serious hockey stuff. I think fucking mascots and shit. I've said this before. I will say it again, and I will say this until the end of fucking time. Gift giving is not all that hard. You just have to pay a little bit of attention and put in like a little bit of effort. And if you're buying a gift for a fucking kid, just ask their fucking parents. They fucking live with the kids. They'll know. They're not gonna fucking steer you wrong. You hear this? My alarm's going off. You know what that means? It means my first load of fucking laundry is done, and I gotta put another fucking load in right now. I gotta go downstairs to the fucking laundry room, so it's time to wrap this shit up. This is me being a fucking responsible adult. I will be back Sundays and Wednesdays. That's when new podcast episodes come out. Podbean is the host of the cast. Every episode is there, but I'm also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Amazon, Pandora, and iHeartRadio, wherever the fuck you want. I'm on Twitter and Blue Sky Johnson Hates You. I am on Instagram and maybe the number 5 minutes. And this bullshit, my bullshit, is gonna be right in my Facebook timeline for you.